Hello, everyone. We're back with another art stream, and I'm starting pretty early, mainly because my work schedule switched around, and now I have to basically go in at the afternoon and then I get out at 11 o'clock at night. So, the good thing is it's only for 3 days, so it's not too bad. Um, I hope you guys have been well. The previous stream was a little bit of a mess. Hopefully, that doesn't happen. If I were to suspect what happened, it would have to be the Wi Fi just turned off. I think maybe because my dad was resetting the router or something. Let me think. Because, yeah, the last time I streamed, it was on a Saturday and it was his day off. So it might have been something with the router. And he just didn't tell me, like, yeah, I'm resetting the router. So, yeah, hopefully, it should be a better stream. It should be better in terms of quality, or the best quality I could pull out right now. But yeah, today we're going to be doing a well, as you can see, we're on Photoshop, and we're going to be working on a tattoo. I'm gonna try and keep it simple, but I've got 1 hour, and I want to see if I could bust out a a, a throwy type of graffiti. So I've had actually this idea on my mind for a bit, and the word I'm basically gonna try and go for is fresh. I don't know why, but it's just been in my mind. So without further ado, let's go. I haven't actually used Photoshop too much compared to Krita, but given how Photoshop is like, its reputation is basically going down the drain pipe. It's like, okay. I also do recommend Krita. It's a pretty good alternative to Photoshop, you know? I think if I were to estimate, I probably busted like maybe. Hmm, yeah, let's keep that centered. Maybe 200 pieces? I could be wrong. But if I were to. Okay, no, maybe not 200, but maybe 100 pieces on that software. That's including like photo edits, drawings, paintings. Yeah. If I do actually change up the Wonder Woman aesthetic and have her be like in a painting, I'll show you guys. But for right now, or from today till Wednesday, I can't really do that. So, and then Thursday and Friday, I plan to actually go back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance and just keep going from there. Try and finishing the game. So this is how I basically like to start out. Uh, just a little. Let me make sure everything's kind of like in line. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Let me turn down just a bit, just in case. Just there. Hopefully the music isn't too loud, but yeah. This is kind of how I like to start it, just with the little sketch like this, and then this is where you basically like go for it, in a way. Like you gotta try and integrate your own style. So for me, turn down the opacity, and then this is pretty much like just beginner. So when you're in like the beginner stage, you just do whatever you want. Like you could just mess around and like, make everything so bubbly. You can give it a little bit of a whirl. You can give it anything you want. You can make it more circular. I'm gonna go with the overlap here. And then we're gonna give this more of a curl. And then for me personally, I like to make the little spaces that identify, the letters. I like to make them small. Now for ease, it's pretty interesting because you could just you can have it be to where it's like this. But I have also seen people just make it a 3 in a way to where it's like, okay. Something like that. But I'm actually gonna see about making it. Yeah, I'll just see about it. It'll either come to me when I can, or just move the brush and finish the word, and then just see how a person would like it, or how I would like it, me personally, and then just go from there. I don't really have any colors in my mind yet for the word fresh, but if I am thinking of a tone, trying to keep it relaxed. So I'm probably gonna integrate white, red, orange, and then black, and just see how it goes from there. Yeah, okay. Nah, I'm not really digging that overlapping right there. I'll make this a little small because it looks like it's a little out of proportion. Erase some of it. It's only a starting, so I will definitely make more adjustments. But yeah, don't don't stay too attached to your drawing because you know you're just starting out. It's not really something that's the finished product, and just keep going until you get at it. I would say there's actually a lot of things that happened the past week, which is cool. Oh wait, yeah. I forgot. I'm doing overlapping with the letters, so I gotta erase. Thursday, if I can remember correctly, I think was the day of a concert. Yeah, that was the day of a concert downtown, and I went to that. I think I might have talked about it, but the stream was pretty laggy on the previous one, so I'll just keep it short and basic. So basically, I actually went to a concert. There were about 5, I think, or 4 bands that were playing, 30 minutes. And to say the least, the first band was all right. They could have been better, but I think the drummer either didn't show up to practice a lot, and that's kind of what sabotaged the show. The second band was pretty cool. I didn't even know they had their own songs on Spotify. I'm not gonna give heap. The band is actually Looking for Today. And then the third band, I think, was when things started to get really rowdy and like the mosh pits were starting to form. Fourth band, they were completely there. And then the fifth band, there was a fight that broke out. So yeah, that happened. Overall, it was a really good night. It was a good night. The only downside was that it was under a bar, like the whole concert was. I don't know. What would you guys call it, a concert? I don't know. I would call it a concert or something. And it was just so unreal, you know. Because over here, like in California, it's 100, about 120. It is no joke, dude. When you go down there, it feels like you want to go outside. At least you know you can breathe, but with down there, it just feels humid because you know there's people sweating, breathing. It wasn't crowded, but it was just like, you know, you could feel the humidity in there. I believe, uh, I believe I took 40. No, not 40. About 450 pictures, or either 380 pictures in total that night. So there was definitely like a lot to go for. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, that was a little weird. All right, so now we'll shut this layer off. Keep this opacity down, and then this is where I like to switch colors, and then go for it again. Let me actually increase the brush size just a bit. This is where you also gotta like think about how to change things up. Like I haven't really worked on a graffiti word in a bit. I think it's been about 3 or 2 weeks, and an idea that just popped in my head into my head was like, okay, what if we have this F right here, just kind of like this, and then you keep the top actually like short in a way, you know? I think that actually might have been too much. Yeah, there we go. That's it. So there, as you could obviously see, like there's qualities to it that pretty much differentiate it. So the qualities I'm going for this word is going to be like having a majority of the things at the top, and then having a big circular shape down at the bottom, and also having it like lean curve, you know. Also, when I do like graffiti words, I tend not to stick with one style, even though I probably should, but you know, it is what it is. So, trying to follow the same principle again, you're gonna go with this, do that, and then also, if you know how to do line weight, this will definitely make your words pop out more, and definitely give it like a pleasing aesthetic. So the top is going to basically be uh, thin lines, and then at the bottom it's going to be thick lines. And look at that. I just decided to change it. It's like a little subtle changes that you can do, and it'll just be there, you know? And let me highlight this a little more. Now for the E, that's probably one of the weakest threes I've ever seen. Again, it's just a sketch, a plan thing. So, let me see. Yeah. Okay. Also, if you know how to use your arm in cases like these, go for it. Because I'm using my wrist, and it's kind of like, okay, this is me using my arm. And it's alright. It's alright motions, but that's me using my wrist. And trying to follow the same pattern. Look, see, look at that. I mean, it's already a little more pleasing, in my opinion. But this could basically go with like any well-being. Hey, dude, how's it going? Hope everything is going good for you, well-being. Sorry, I didn't see your comment there. I was a little focused, like right here. Going good, going good. Great to hear, great to hear. Uh, it's like all right, you know. Today's all right because I have to go to a 10-hour shift like in 2 hours. So I kind of don't like my day ending with work, but you know, it is what it is. I'm only gonna do it for 3 days, and then next week, hopefully, I could just have it to where it's mornings to afternoon instead of afternoon to nights. You know, but I am actually learning to be more consistent with streaming, so that's good. Oh, and also, what do you do if you don't mind me asking? I I pretty much just live stream games and art. I would say I live stream art when it's more. How can I say this? Yeah, that's good right there. Like that. I live stream art when it's pretty much like an hour stream, or when I have an hour to spare. That's when I do it. But when I have my days off, I tend to just stream video games. Like the video game I'm playing right now is Marvel Ultimate Alliance for the PS3. I'm actually almost finished with the game, but hopefully in the next. Oh, thank you for the follow. That scared me too. But hopefully in the next Thursday, I could play it. Maybe have to be a 2 hour or 3 hour stream and just catch up and try to finish it. Because I do actually have a list of games I want to play next. It's either gonna be God of War Valhalla because I haven't played that yet. What else? I'm thinking of Arkham Asylum for Batman again. Like I played Arkham Asylum, but I haven't. I only played it once, and it was kind of like I'm bored of this game. I have a list of games. Like I'm pretty sure I'll figure one out. Maybe I could go back to Kingdom Hearts, the first game, but we'll see. We will see. Okay. You are a fellow artist as well. Nice. What kind of art do you do? I love gaming. First, I'll ask like, okay, are digital mostly? Oh, okay. Is your stat experimented with traditional? I should probably like let you finish typing and then talk. I'll talk. Yeah, not sure how I feel about this one. How would you like traditional? Because I tend to work both if the situation calls for it. If you're curious, we can exchange instas. Well, we'll see about it. Traditional is pretty fun. I agree. What the fudge did I do to my ass? There we go. Much better. If you were to prefer, would you go with digital or would you go with traditional? Like if you were stuck with one medium for the rest of your life. Digital, definitely. That's good. So for digital art, like, what kind of things do you draw? Do you tend to draw like portraits, anatomy, anime, fan art? To be honest, I did a lot of stuff, but I love to draw characters most of all. Nice. I would say it gets a little tricky for me. Mostly when you get to the coloring part, like the sketch and the line art part, I could get to that easy, but I need to practice coloring mostly. Mm, got a little bit. We're getting there. We're getting there. Compared to this one, I'd say this has a lot more personality to it. And you, tattoo designs, as I can see from your title. Yeah, like I want to get into tattooing, but I could never. Like I have a gun with me, a little. What was it called? It's a tattoo gun where it's got the pedal, it's got the little cylinders on it. I forgot what they were called, but I have that tattoo gun. The only problem is I need help with like the frequency and stuff. So I just stopped for a bit. So I'm honestly gonna save for a little, or not a little, but like one of those tattoo pens. It's like a big cylinder type of thing. And I heard some good things about it, those types. Tattoos are cool, yeah. They're pretty cool. I have a friend that is into that hard. Oh, that's cool. I've also don't really have a tattoo portfolio, so I'm pretty much starting out with like graffiti, lettering, and then hopefully I could get to other stuff like characters, uh floral design. Like I don't mind drawing flowers. Like it was pretty cool. Oh man. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I know for tattooing you need to get like a blood pathogen license. I just graduated from university game design. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know there was like a study for that. I know exactly where you are with that, man. I graduated actually last year in May, and then needless to say, Like the first few months after that, I just felt like I had no purpose. Like I didn't know what really to do next because school was everything I learned. That was it. So it was just, yeah, I know exactly where you're at, dude. I would say honestly, if there's something you want to do in life, find purpose in that, like game design. So let's say you probably want to, go be a part of Santa Monica Studios, Nintendo, or something like that. I would say have that be your goal. And then if there's like topics you want to learn about game design, I would say do that because let's face it, YouTube, they got good tutorials. They got tutorials, man. That's how I learned to draw. And yeah, I would say also if you're into game design, well, you are into the game design, but maybe build up a portfolio in the meantime while you're studying. And yeah, school basically like gave you goals that weren't your own, but then now that you graduated, you got to make up your own goals. I just want a creative job because I worked some crappy, boring jobs. Don't want to get back there. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I feel you on that 100%. And then also a little bit of advice is no one's going to make you like do the work. You have to actually sit down and do it yourself. So that's probably the hardest part about it. Just like showing up and doing the work. Because school actually made you show up, but now you need to actually like do it yourself. I do need to make a good portfolio. Well, there's a goal right there. I'm also experimenting with writing. Hmm. Okay, that's good. I see you. I see you being optimal with game in general. Game writing, game design, level design, maybe concept art. Sorry, I almost had a burp there. Let's see. Okay, let's start a new layer. I'd like to change it to purple now. Concept art, mostly yes. Where are you from, dude? Man, I'm from Cali, America. Where are you from, man? Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, that's good. Now let's decrease the opacity on this one. Bulgaria. Wow. I didn't know that, but okay. Bulgaria is like, if I can remember my geology, that's gotta be in Europe, maybe next to Hungary. I don't know. Have you heard of our little country? Yeah, I've heard of it. Eastern Europe. Got it. Got it. Got it. Actually, hold on. Let me go back to this layer, and then I'm gonna move the F a little bit. Lasso tool. Yeah, that's it. The only reason to move this is because originally where it was at, there was quite a bit of a gap. So I mean, it's however you want to make it, but in my opinion, I think just leaving it tight and meshed together just kind of gives it a little bit of a like a how can I say this? A squash effect, maybe. But yeah. Well, I hope everything goes good. Well-being. Uh, Honestly, I would say like give it some time. Just like be cool with things and Just make up goals, show up, and work. I would say to work hard, but I'm saying work smart. That's probably better in my opinion. Is this thing affecting my screen? Little glove. That'll be fine. All right. Now let's see what else we can add to this. Trying to think what we have here. I feel like I should probably. Have you tried working with vectors? Vectors, is that like a math thing? Like 90 degrees, acute, obtuse angles. Yeah, let me try and make this a little smaller and then make this a little more down there. Yeah, something like that. It looks good. I'm a Adobe Illustrator, for example. It's a vector art application. I've heard I have heard of Adobe Illustrator, but I never really paid any attention to it. I don't know. Like I didn't know what it was for, but if it's for vector art, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, like the only Adobe products I got right now or that interest me are Adobe Lightroom, Photoshop, After Effects, and what was it? Premiere Pro. I think I've seen that type of art around where it's kind of like, you basically use like lines to make geometric shapes, if I'm correct. I think I should probably make this a lot more because the thing you are going. I think that means doing right now reminds you of stuff we did in uni and graphic design. Mm, yeah, like it's not. I do know of graphic design. I actually was considering it, but I just never really got the hang of it, like 3D art. So I just like stopped. No, let's say make this like here, and then keep it more circular. And then if you want, just like put a little dip right here, and then there you go. Yeah, probably possibly make it a lot more circular. How about a little bit more small, a little more smaller? Yeah, there we go. For graffiti, there are types of graffitis that you can do. There's a throw up, there's a throwy, there's like regular edges. My personal favorite is a throwy. I don't know what it is about them, but they just seem very like they just have an aesthetic that I like. It's obviously different for other people, but for me, it's just wow. Let's make this a little more tall. I don't know anything about graffiti. Graffiti is mainly like it's mainly just letters and stuff. That kind of art. You've probably seen it around walls or something. Like I don't know if Bulgaria has like street art where you see like a word and it's painted on the wall. It's like that, and there are different types of it. Their chains are right are often covered with graffiti. Yeah, some of them are really cool. Yeah, some people really like do know their stuff, and some people like just probably wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning or something and just go after it, and even have like their stencils, custom made stencils, and just get to it. Like it's insane. Okay, yeah, let me erase this a little bit. I would definitely say though to probably give it a shot if you're into like words. What are you drawing on, buddy? I'm drawing on Photoshop. I would use Krita, but I'm making the jump to Photoshop just to see how things are, and if I can't really work with it, then I'll go back to Krita. Oh, the tablet. It's a Guaymon tablet. I forgot what the model was, but it's a small little 10-inch screen type of tablet. They only cost 200 USD, and yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. It's definitely a cheap alternative to a Wacom, which is oh man, those things are expensive. Yeah, that has a lot more personality. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I should probably make it like a little more circular. I have a weakness for tablets. I don't blame you, dude. I do not blame you. Pretty cool. And then the fact that there's like iPads that could. Every time I see myself with some money, I buy tablets. Jeez, I don't know about that, but actually, like Black Friday, I was considering buying an iPod Air because you can actually buy. Well, I think it was Clip Studio or Procreate. I forgot which one, but I was gonna buy an iPad with that because tattoo artists tend to use that. I, I would like to say to use it at work because it's kind of like a digital little sketchbook of your own. Oh yeah, they're good, dude. They are good. And they just get right to it. I'm gonna change up that H. I have an old iPad, but I rarely use it. If anything, you can install emulators on it. Like I don't know like any sites you could use for emulators, but you could try that. Like if it's just lying around and you don't really care. Shoot, that is not the one I'm going for. I have other tablets that are more comfy for me. You got the one for business. You got the one for the beach. You've got the one for uh drawing. Oh my arm. I have an appreciation for iPad. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the one that's the most popular right now. I think there's others as well. I think Android has like a tablet. Heard of a Toshiba, but yeah. I think people probably like the Apple aesthetic rather than like Samsung more, but to each their own, you know. Oh yeah, I agree. Samsungs are great, even their phones. It just comes down to personal preference and if you got the money. Okay, this is actually looking good. So for the H, I'm thinking of just kind of pinching it a bit at the top and then having it be wide, like a kind of like a triangle in a way. So here's what's gonna happen. And I've also got to make sure that it's angled. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Give it a little more angle here with the E, so it could like follow a pattern. There we go. Yeah, I think that fits it more because the bottom is more so like swinging in a way, and it's just there. Oh, got my arm. Almost there, almost there. I'm at the. Do you play any multiplayer games? Yeah, with my friends from time to time. I do play three games. They're either Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I recommend that game. Helldivers 2. It's kind of going through a little. Helldivers 2 is kind of going through a little bit of a like it's dying down phase, you know. So I think it needs like more updates to actually probably be a little more fun. Yeah, let's have it like over here. Yeah, there we go. And I'm probably gonna have to swing this back a little more forward. And then the final game I played with my friends just recently is Battlefield 2042. I wasn't a fan of it when it came out, but updates have fixed the game to where it's stable and it feels like Battlefield. But man, they should have just like released it when it was stable. The fact that they released it broken, just like I have no more support for Dice and EA because it's just like Battlefield 4. They released that broken. Hardline was good. Battlefield 1 was good. I think Battlefield 5 was alright. So they had kind of like a 3 game streak of just like not bad releases. And then they hype up Battlefield 2042, and it's just like, really? You had one job. One job, that was it. Also, I hope the music isn't too loud, but it's low to where you guys can hear it, but also my voice like overshadows it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad at all. Not bad. I don't hear music. I don't know if it's me. Oh, if it's like a desktop audio thing, then that might be it. I'll need to like play the video when the stream is complete, and then I'll see what's up. But if there's like no audio playing, then it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, for the H, I think I should just swing it a bit over here, and then pinch it back down like that. There you go. What music do you like? I like almost everything. You probably heard people say that, and it's just like they think everything is just hip hop and stuff. But no, I actually listen to a various genres. So I don't really listen to Bulgarian music. I'll give you that. But I tend to listen to pop, hip hop, rap, rock, hard rock, power metal, country. What else? Jazz, funk, soul music. Like, there's a pretty big list. About 2,000, or actually almost 2,000 songs on my Spotify. So it's a lot. Video game music, orchestra music. Like, there's a lot. Just depends on the type of mood I want to be on. But you're mostly going to catch me listening to. I don't like heavy music though. Yeah, it's not for everyone. But if you still are in like heavy metal and stuff, if you are still like interested in rock and roll, you could probably go for bands like. I'm not talking like 2000s rock because that's definitely like in the territory of heavy metal and stuff. But if you want like good casual rock, there's a band called the Stray Cats. I think they were like 70s rock to where it was just like casual rock and roll. There's blues rock, which is that's like getting to the soul music, There's Van Halen, which is rock too. I like Nickelback or Billy Talent. Yeah, that's pretty good rock. And I remember when everyone hated Nickelback back then, dude. Like whenever there was this probably like comparison. I listened to a lot of Nirvana before. I never listened to Nirvana, but I feel like I should. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the band created a whole genre of music that was never seen before, and it was just like magical. R.I.P. Kurt Cobain though. R.I.P. Okay, they're like commercial, but I like their music. And Metallica, of course, everyone knows them. I recently started getting into Metallica, but at first I didn't like them. But that's good. Yeah, the lines are a little bit uneven, so you could do one of two things. Like as you can see, if I put a straight line down here, I think if it's shift, it's like, yeah. Okay, so if I do like a straight line down there, you can see that it's not really uneven or even. They're cool Bulgarian songs that I like. You guys have rock there too. I got into pop folk Bulgarian music because of my friends. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, let's actually bring this down a bit. Then I'll erase when I need to. Erase what needs to be erased. Oops, didn't want to do that. They're ancient, but I love their music. Yeah, that's good, man. As long as you're comfortable listening when you should. I can't even talk. As long as you're comfortable in finding your own type of taste. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Then yeah, a little bit more down, a little more down. Yeah, that's good. It's okay, man. I can understand you, so it's fine. I have a little bit of a trouble like talking and then drawing at the same time. So I don't know if you noticed, but whenever I talk, I'm not really working on the drawing, so I'm trying to like multitask in a way. And let's make this a little more. Yeah, it requires concentration. Oh man, I thought it was easy, but nah, it's quite a challenge. Definitely requires practice. Well, if anything, have you seen a concert with one of your uh with like your music taste? What do you think about AI art? Uh AI art in my opinion isn't really like it's fun. It's a product of its own thing, you know? But I don't really like it when people say that there's an artist behind the AI because in all honesty, all they're really doing never went to a rock concert in my life. If you do have like a small show in your town, I would say try and go to those. It's pretty cool. And also be safe because mosh pits. But back to the AI thing. Uh, like it's a cool novelty. I'm pretty sure it'll be advanced in a way, but I'm really not a fan of it. Especially when like there's like people that claim to be artists because they do AI art. Like, no, you're not an artist, dude. You're just putting a prompt into an AI machine that's making the art for you. Like, if you give them a pencil and paper, probably gonna draw one of the worst things ever. Like the proportions are gonna be off. They won't know what line weight is. I tried using it to make my work process faster. Yeah, like it's a pretty powerful tool. Yeah, like I'm not denying, AI and getting work done fast. I'm just not really much of a fan of it like doing work for me. Like I'd rather AI do work like, you know, like a desk job. I'd rather it do work like that than to really take over, art. It's not going to take over art, but what I'm trying to say is like I'd rather there actually be an artist behind it instead of just a machine behind it, you know? It's definitely talked about in the art community, but I'm pretty sure like if you ask more artists, they're not really going to be a fan of it. They'll definitely say it's like a cool thing, but I doubt they'll really be like, "Oh yeah, let's go to that art museum with AI art in it." I think that's probably gonna happen though. There's gonna be an exhibition, and it's just only gonna be AI art, and yeah, Feng Zhu. Nah, I don't know who that is or what that is. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. A digital artist. Uh, I might have heard of him, but maybe there's a lot of video on AI that sums a lot of stuff. Like talk about stuff like crypto or just actually show you how to do AI art. Okay. Now, now that we got our line done, yeah, this is gonna have to stretch into tomorrow's stream. So I'm just gonna leave it right here and then just chill for a bit. About AI art and its place in the art industry and what it is not good for. Oh, okay, yeah. I think let me look him up actually. Zhang or Feng Su. I agree that it won't take art over. Yeah. There's no way it will. No way. Feng Zhu. Hmm. Oh, he's got some stuff. Wow. Concept design tutorials for video games and film industry. Wow. There's a video right there. Targeting your report. Wow, he's got like a bunch of stuff. Okay. Dang. Even got videos, getting a job. Wow. I like to think that this person, in like the. Oh, yeah, he looks like he's got some stuff. He's definitely got a stacked portfolio. Starting the design studio, real time design sketching. Yeah, definitely. Definitely concept artist. Holy shoot. Okay. Intro to digital painting. Sketching with photos. Oh, I do that sometimes. Hmm. I'll subscribe, but we'll just see how it goes. Concept art isn't really my thing, but I would definitely like to support him. Has his own design school. Yep. He's definitely giving off that vibe of design. Alright, so real quick before anything else happens, let's save this. Oh, wrong window. So that would be tattoo 1. Okay. And that is pretty much the starting point for this. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. Save it like that, leave it like that. And then for tomorrow, we'll pick up where we left off. Oh, I think I'm a little offset. My bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, wait, we're here. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Hmm. I think for a tattoo design, it looks good, but there definitely needs to be a little more popping going on. Like on the left side of the letters, I'm definitely gonna make it pop out more. Or if anything, we'll see how it goes. Because usually with graffiti, you have a 3D effect on the side of the letters to make it pop. So it'll either be like an outline, but I think if I just outline it, it'll take away from. Well, no, it depends. It depends. Yeah, I'll see what happens with it. Do you look at references, like to check out what other people have done? Yeah. Before the stream started, I searched up throwy graffiti on Pinterest just so I could get a feel for what I'm about to do. And I also do have a graffiti book right here. It's called Graffiti Lettering Workbook. I think it's for hardcover. I think it's about $20 or so you could pick up. And it goes over various styles like I don't know if you guys can read that. Cement, block letters, throw up, tagging, uh, calligraphy, old school, and wild style. I got mine on Amazon, and I like hardcovers because paper covers just don't do it for me. But I will definitely read that, and if there's any adjustments I need to make, following the book's knowledge, I'll do it. But yeah, that is it for me today. I appreciate you well being for uh, joining and giving me a follow. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, dude. Tomorrow it'll be another art stream, hopefully finishing this. And if it isn't, then, Wednesday will just be like the grand finale. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Be goal oriented and show up. Oh yeah, also it'll be at the same time, starting, so 10 o'clock in the morning in America, Pacific time. So yeah. Likewise, have a nice day. You too, man. All right. You guys have a good one. Peace.